today, this is your girl Asia Vian, and today my YouTube video is on my story time again because it was requested on Twitter or whatever. I did what did I do? I did story time, apartment search, clothing line update, and I did shoot. What else did I do? I don't know. I don't remember the other one, but even though I picked this one because it had the most people that wanted to see this. I'm still gonna post all that stuff, like how it went. Like say the second one got the best, I'm gonna do that in the third and the fourth. So, anyways, this story time. Don't mind my shirt. I don't have a bra on, and I'm in the house, so I wasn't gonna put one on. But LeBron is my favorite basketball player. Okay, so that needs to be known. Because I'm sure I got some warrior people that watch this. He's the GOAT. Alright? The GOAT. So anyways, today is going to be my story time when I almost went to jail. Alright? And, what was I about to say? Also, before I get into this video though, because this video is fucking crazy. Before I get very detailed and go like fully through this story, subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up, and comment. Okay? Because this shit is crazy. Okay? Like, really crazy. Like, I could have been in jail. My life could have been ruined. I could have been locked up for I don't even know how long because of a fucking Karen. Yes, a Karen. Okay, I know I got a lot of mixed race subscribers, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Because, especially during this whole Black Lives Matter shit, I did not think I was going to be affected. I really didn't. Because all I do is go in the house, chill, relax, stick to myself. And the crazy part is, again, this crazy story started in Arizona. So maybe I'm just like, what is that called? Maybe I'm just like cursed when I get to Arizona almost because, maybe I'm just cursed, all right? Because every time I'm in Arizona, something bad happens. All the time. I'm just freaking cursed out there. And don't mind the noises, y'all. I'm in my guest room on one of the air mattresses or whatever. Well, not one of them, but I only got one. But where I usually shoot at is in my room in my actual bed. But I don't like the lighting in there, so I just came in here. So if y'all hear that noise, it's the air mattress, all right? But anyways, oh my God. I'm going to start from the very beginning and go to the very end. I don't know how long this story is going to be because my last one was like 43 minutes. But I am definitely going to go fully into detail as much as I remember. I actually remember the whole damn thing, okay? So, so this is our last year in Arizona. Me and Jazz moved to Arizona. If y'all don't know who Jazz is my fiance. My breast is like so big in the shirt. But it's because when I washed it, it shrunk. So just pay attention to my face, okay? But anyways, oh my God. So, me and Jazz lived in Arizona for 2 years, right? We got there in 2018. As soon as we graduated high school, we went there, to Arizona. We graduated, as soon as we graduated, well, not soon as we graduated. We stayed in Buffalo for a little while because we were waiting to find a place in Arizona, looking through a lot of apartments and stuff. It took us like 3 months. So, after that, we moved to Phoenix, Arizona because of me. I wanted to go to Phoenix, Arizona because when I was younger, I was fine in the sun and stuff like that. Like, I didn't feel sick or anything like that, whatever. But now that I'm going back to Arizona, I now have lupus and I also have arthritis. All right, so we're in Arizona. The first year is hell. Okay, it's so hot outside. Like, if y'all are on the East Coast, if any of y'all is on the East Coast and y'all thinking about relocating to the West Coast, please visit first and see how you like it. And also, what I did not know before we met or before we moved there was Arizona is a red state. If you don't know what that means, is mostly Republicans and mostly racist people there, which I did not know. Okay, because my aunt has lived there. Yeah, I don't talk to her like that, but around the time I was moving down there, we were at a decent place, and she actually was talking to me about moving down there, to be honest. But it wasn't just solely because of her decision. Like, I make my own decisions, but I had already been thinking about going to Arizona to begin with. That was my plan. Before I met Jazz, I was gonna graduate high school and then move to Arizona. So anyways, that happens. We lived there for a year. It's hell because we're trying to get used to everything. We're going to get healthcare, Medicaid, get everything set up the way we need to get set up, get jobs. I even started college out there. I started at UAT, which is University Advanced Technology. And I was going to do game art and animation as my major. But I got bored with the shit, and I didn't like it. I thought I was going to like it because I love video games, but to be honest, I'm actually getting kind of burnt out from video games. I'm not even going to lie. Okay. Because my phone is on a selfie stick. I'm actually getting burnt out from video games, to be honest. And I got bottoms on. I got boxers. Okay. I'm not on here indecent. But anyways, I'm getting burnt out. I didn't want to do it. I was in school literally for like 4 months, 3-4 months, and I dropped out. I don't want to do it no more. Because I feel like me as a person, I have to do multiple things to keep me from getting bored, to keep me consistent and keep going. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, it's not for me. And so after that, I started YouTube. But then I fell off. And around that time, I was just going through stuff like getting sick and stuff, and my face was swelling up. But then it started to get better because their healthcare out there, it's just really easy. Like, they didn't even know who I was. They didn't know my medical history when I went to the hospital. They just gave me steroids. Like, I could have been anybody just trying to get a hit or a fix, and they just gave it to me. But that's here and there. They didn't even give me no test or nothing for that when I would get it. So anyways, I did that. The first year was hell. Jazz was working at the UPS, the postal service or whatever. She was working that. She was tired as hell. She would be working like 12-hour shifts. And yeah, so then the second year we continued that. And I actually had came into a job. I worked at the airport. I worked at mad jobs in Arizona. I worked at the airport. No, first I worked at Levi's. They do not pay you hardly any fucking thing. I was getting like $9 an hour. What the fuck am I gonna... That shit literally helped us with gas money. Because I lived in Phoenix in the city, and I worked all the way in Chandler. Mind you, I'm just moving to Arizona. My aunt has really no help far as directions and telling me the best things to do out there, because unless it's something that benefits her, she don't really engage. So we were just really on our own. So, yeah, the drive was just like a whole hour from home to Chandler, and I was only making like $9 an hour. So I'm bringing home like, and it was part-time. Yeah. So I was only bringing home like literally, I swear to God, like $60. $60 to $80. $60. Yeah, so anyways, and by that time, Jazz was in the postal service, so she was making bank. The postal service was at least paying like $16 an hour out there. She was making a decent money. So, then after that, I worked at the airport. Okay, I worked at this food place, chopping up fruit and shit, and, so basically like a barista / cashier, even though I should have been getting 2, wages for that, but I did not get that. Anyways, I worked there for a little while. That shit was crazy. Just too much drama with all the people working there. And then, where else did I work at after that? Then after that, I worked at Consumer Cellular, yeah. I love that job. I was getting $15 an hour. The only reason why I stopped working there, I would have worked there up until it's time for us to leave. Like, that's how much I love that job. I cried when I lost. Well, I didn't lose the job. I had to quit. I cried when I had to quit. And the reason why I had to quit is because the lights that they had in their building was, I don't know if it was fluorescent lights or something, or they were some type of lights though that would make me sick. And so I just couldn't deal with it. Like, it was swelling my face up. I was getting sick. And I had to quit because, and on top of that, they wasn't trying to, give me no accommodations or help me out. So I had to quit that. And then, what was my last job? Amazon was my last job. I was getting $15 an hour there also. But that shit was just, oh my God, that was slavery work. My feet was killing me. I swear to God, it was slavery work. I had to lift up big ass packages, boxes, pallets, scooters, freaking mattresses. What else I have to lift up? Shoot, what else did I lift up? It was just a ton of stuff. Pictures, metal shit, mechanic, like wrenches and all that, and a full toolbox. Oh my God, it was just nuts. And I was exhausted. And I would have to work like 10-hour days. And knowing me, somebody with lupus, working that long and doing hardcore streaming stuff like that is not good. But I still stuck it out. I kept the job until it's time for us to leave. But during the time I was working there, because of COVID, I had to stop going because they just kept having cases on my building. And I'm already obsessed. Can't talk right. I'm already prone or very easy to get infections or get stuff like that. So I didn't want to put myself more at risk than what I would already have to put myself at risk. I was already putting myself at risk anyway by even working to begin with, okay? Because when I was working at Amazon, even just the hiring process, COVID was starting. So, and they really just didn't take that much precautions at Amazon. If y'all want to know what this is wrapped around my headphones because I work from home from my headset. Okay, but anyways, okay, so done. 2 years done, okay? Now me and Jazz are talking about, we about to move, okay? This is, oh, I'm getting a pimple. Damn, it hurt. Okay, so me and Jazz are talking about moving. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Asia Avion. And today I'm going to be finishing my almost went to jail video. I did not finish this week because I was really busy because I work from home and promoting my YouTube channel. So I really haven't had time to record because I'm off Fridays and Saturdays. And then the days that I do work, I get off at like 9:30. So it's going to be too late. People probably not going to want to watch it that late. So anyways, today the rest of my video is going to be on me. Oh, shit. Stop laughing at me. Hold on, YouTube. Because my fucking, what is this? Selfie stick is like all messed up and it's got like duct tape on it. So anyways, yeah, so I'm going to be finishing my video today. So the last part I left off in my other video was me talking about, damn, I don't have to hold it like that. Well, the last time I was talking about me and Jazz were about to move from Arizona because, you know, we just wanted to move and it wasn't just what we expected it to be. So after that, let me see, we wanted to move. And towards the last year, the lady came and lived at the apartment. This is when Karen comes into play, okay? So she had been living there maybe a week before she started talking to us. So the day that she moved in, or maybe the week, that week, she came and Jazz had to take the dog outside. And Jazz, she, for some odd reason, decided to go inside the lady's house. She sat next to me, so I'm looking at her like that. Decided to go into the lady's house when the lady asked her to come look at her cats or look at something that was in her apartment, which I don't know why. But anyway, she went inside, they were talking, and I came outside because usually she don't take the long taking dogs out. And we are in a whole different state from our family, and I didn't know where she went, and I didn't want anything to happen to her because our apartment, it was in a decent neighborhood, but it wasn't the best. I tell you that right now. It was not the best. So the area was like not the best, but the type of apartment that we had, it was like kind of like in a bubble. So like we had like a gate and stuff like that. So all the bad was outside and all the decent was inside, I guess. I could say it like that. So, yeah, so I was looking for her. I couldn't find her. I went to the car. I went to look around the apartment complex. I walked around and I just could not find her. So, I was worried. I went into the apartment and her phone was in the apartment. She didn't have her phone with her. So that was really putting me on edge because now I can't text you or call you just to see where you at, see what's going on. So, excuse me. So she was gone for like, what, maybe 20 minutes or so? You was gone for about 20 minutes? Yeah, about 20 minutes talking and running her mouth. So then when I finally came back outside, then she was coming out of the lady's apartment. So now I'm like puzzled, like, why the hell was you coming out of her apartment? Like, no, I know it wasn't probably nothing sexual or anything like that, but why the hell was you in this bitch apartment? You don't even know her. She could have been anything. She could have been crazy. She could have had guns in there, anything. So, the lady, I just had weird vibes off of her. As soon as I met her and just seeing her, or whatever, and she spoke to me, she was just weird to me. Just a little off, like, like, I don't know, just like, just not there. Like, I don't know, like, she ain't stop at every phone when she got in the elevator. I don't think y'all know that analogy, but if y'all don't, that just means, like, basically, she just didn't have, basically, like, not common sense, but she was just off. Just off. So anyways, yeah, so then after that, it just started progressing and progressing and progressing and progressing and progressing. This lady was such a freaking nuisance. Like, every single day we would come outside, she would say something about this. How you doing? What are you doing with this? I think the one day... Oh, then the one day... Oh, this irritated me about her, too. The one day, we had one of our puppies outside or whatever. So she walked up to the puppy with a bracelet or something on, touched the dog without permission. First of all, that fucking pisses me off anyway. Don't be just walking up to people's dogs and just touching their dogs. That's very rude. When you see somebody, you're supposed to acknowledge them first, and then to ask can you touch their animals. This is before the whole pandemic thing was going on, but still, you need to be asking to touch people's dogs. You should not just be walking up and touch people's dogs. Because there was another neighbor that I had to cuss out for doing that as well. Because I was sitting there with Jazz. We was talking or whatever, and we was outside. And the lady or whatever. Oh, y'all like my shirt? It's about being high. I don't smoke no more, but it's about being high. But anyways, the lady, I'm standing there talking to Jazz. Mind you, I don't like this lady anyways because she's rude as fuck. I was on the phone one day with my mom, I think, or talking to somebody on the phone, and she gonna come right over and say, so I was walking the dog, and I was on the phone, and I was walking, and she happened to be walking the same way I was coming, talking about some, oh, my dog's not friendly, don't touch him or something like that. First of all, I wasn't even thinking about touching your dog to begin with. I wasn't even going close to her dog. I wanted to touch him. And I was like, I'm on the phone, and nobody's worried about your dog. So then she didn't say nothing else to me, and she walked away. So then the next time, it was the same girl, so she really had, like, she just was bold. She walked up to me once I was walking the dog or whatever, or having the dog use the bathroom outside, and say, hey, to the dog, whatever. Didn't say nothing to me, right? She walked right past me, didn't say nothing to me, and to rub the dog. I said, don't fucking touch my dog. Don't touch my dog. You need to acknowledge that I'm standing here, and don't be fucking ignorant. You don't need to be touching people's dogs without permission. So, and, I think she said sorry or something like that. Because I just thought it was just so rude. Like, I'm standing here, and you go and rub my dog. Who do you think you are? You don't touch my dog. And you didn't even ask to touch my dog, so you really shouldn't even be coming over to me to begin with. So that was a problem. That was another neighbor. But then Karen, that girl wasn't a Karen. She wasn't racist. Karen ended up doing it, and I put my dog back because why are you touching my dog without permission? And then after she touched the dog, because she had a bracelet on, it scratched our puppy's eye. What happened to his eye? Wasn't it swollen for a little while?
Yeah, it was like really red.
It was really red and really swollen because this bitch looked dirty.
He couldn't open it either.
He couldn't open his freaking eye. All because, but that's a perfect example. All because she wanted to come over without permission and be presumptuous and touch on our dogs without permission. That is the result of that. So after that, she wasn't allowed to touch our dogs again after that because she shouldn't have been touching them to begin with. Her nasty, dirty ass bracelet, wherever she has her bracelet at. Mind you, this lady has a lot of people in and out of her house and a lot of older guys and guys that she like fuck around with at her apartment. So I don't know where her hands been. I don't know if she washed her hands or anything. She could have just took a shit. She could have just touched all over old balls or whatever else that she wanted to touch. And then touching on people's dogs and infected his eye or gave him some type of reaction to his eye that messed it up. It went back to normal like after about a week or so, but that's not the point. Don't be touching people's dogs without permission. I mean, we don't fucking know you like that. I don't like when people touch my dogs without permission. That just really bothers me. But, okay, let me move on past that. So she did that. That really irritated me. Then, this bitch is going to say, one day, oh, I have a cover that you can give to your dog. Do you want it? I said, no, I don't want it. I said, I really would prefer not to have it. And she was like, oh, that's okay. I'm going to give it to you anyways. And then I said, because now I'm getting irritated, I was like, I don't want my dog to have no hand-me-down cover. I don't want that. They're not going to use it. And if you give it to him, put it in the trash. So then, I think just after a while, she just really started to see I didn't like her. She was just so annoying, like talking to me at 6 o'clock in the morning, talking to Jazz at 5 o'clock in the morning. Like every time we would go outside, she would go outside. If our apartment door opened, her apartment door opened, she would come out and say something. Just something every day. And mind you, me and Jazz, like at our old apartment and even here at the house we're living at now for a little while, we're not super sociable. Especially not 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't mind speaking, and neither does Jazz, but at 6 o'clock in the morning and days that we just don't feel like speaking, leave us the fuck alone. Like, that just really irritated me. Oh my God, that just really irritated me about her. Oh my God. She was just such a freaking nuisance. She just could not take no for an answer. And that's what really pissed me off about her too. Like, if you was to tell her, like, I don't want to be bothered, oh well, I'm going to talk to you anyways. Like that. Like, she would actually say, oh well, I'm going to talk to you anyways. So anyways, after that, she, what happened? Dog, bed. Yeah, so she just continued to just be annoying. And then the one day Jazz was outside, she was like this close to Jazz. Can you see that? She was this close to Jazz. Talking that close. Just that. Just her whole vibe and energy was just no to me. So anyways, after that, it just all went downhill. Just down. Like really down. Like bad. Like really bad. So Jazz, when did it start getting like we started arguing? I think I started getting smart with her.
Yeah.
Because I was just having enough. I was having enough. Like days she would say stuff and I'd be like, you need to mind your business. And then the one day that Jazz was outside. So this lady, mind you also, so y'all really had a full story and not just looking at us like, oh, y'all just don't like people and y'all just trying to make this about race. This lady, we would listen to our conversations in our apartment. Arguments, anything we would talk about, probably would listen to when we was having sex and everything else. And she came out with her stupid ass and told Jazz, I think, wasn't she high or something when she told you?
Something.
I think she was high or drunk when she told Jazz. She physically told Jazz that, you know, I'm glad y'all wasn't arguing today about such and such and such. I'm glad y'all wasn't arguing. How else would you have heard that? Like,
she was also saying something about the dog whining, like when we would leave and stuff like that.
Oh, she would say something about the dog whining too when we leave. So what I figured was this bitch probably put a glass cup to the walls and put it against our apartment to hear. That's the only way I can think that she would be able to hear, because our apartment walls was extremely thin. Like, you could hear stuff you're not supposed to hear. And, huh?
Did you say thick?
I said thin.
Oh.
That's what you get. So anyways, so yeah, so she was listening to our conversation, and when she said that, oh, I was done with the bitch then. That was just it. I was so through and done with that bitch, it was ridiculous. When Jazz told me that she said that and she was hearing our conversations in our apartment where we pay rent at $11.97 at, oh, I most definitely had a problem with that afterwards. So everything that bitch said to me, I was like, no, I don't want to talk. I don't want to be bothered. And the one day I'm talking to Jazz, the lady kept talking to me and I was giving her real dry answers. So usually a normal, sane person, if they're receiving dry answers, they're going to walk away and they're going to disengage. Because why? You're being dry and you're not trying to make conversation. This bitch, when I was, just stop laughing. I was standing, taking the dog out. She walks very close to me in a very, not threatening manner, but a very close way. And so I disengage and I'm like, okay, I'm going in the house. I actually didn't say anything. I just walked to the house. This bitch literally tried to put her face in between the door and look inside our apartment. When I tell you I slammed that door fast as hell, that bitch better glad her face didn't get caught in there, because she was 2.5 seconds getting slammed in the door. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She literally stuck her fucking head in the apartment. Like, I can't even explain it. So, I gotta put my phone down for this. So the door is like this, right? And she sticks her head right in between there. I slammed that shit anyways. She better be glad she ain't get fucking hit. Because you're doing way too much. Now you're invading personal privacy, and on top of that, trying to go in somebody's house without permission. If she would have fully came in that apartment, she would have got her ass dog walked. And I'm not even playing. Because you should not be doing that. And I think that was during the pandemic.
It was.
Stupid crazy bitch. So then, be quiet. So then after that, oh, this shit gonna get crazy now. So after that, it was just hell. We was arguing, or she would say something to me that I didn't agree with or I didn't like, and I would either disengage, walk away, or tell her, like, shut the fuck up. Because, no. You just talk. And the thing is, whenever she would try to talk to us, I could see if it was like a normal person that actually had something to talk about. Because she was always high on drugs or drinking or whatever the hell that she was doing, she never had anything to talk about. She would just talk about nonsense or talk about her Amish friend that didn't shave her vagina and all that, and talk about how she got her tits done or whatever, got implants. And what else did she talk about? I think she talked about having boyfriends and stuff too, and I went on this trip and did this and this, all over the place. And her conversations never made sense. She would talk about one thing and then like 2.5 seconds she's talking about something else. Like, you just know she was on something. So that's why I really just disengaged, because you have nothing to talk about and you just wasted my time. So I would walk in my apartment, ignore her, and then towards maybe the last 3 months of us living there, she was just, oh my God, she was off the fucking rails. This is when the true Karen came out, okay? That was baby Karen. Big Karen came out. Because, okay, so I'm going to tell you about the day that she allegedly, or she accused us of putting our hands on her. I'm not going to say that it happened. I don't know what happened. But she allegedly said that it happened, okay? So this bitch, all right, I come outside my apartment. We come outside of our apartment. We're taking the dog out, okay? We got the dog out. We're having to use the bathroom. And she says, what did she say?
She was saying something about the dog.
And that's another thing I didn't like. She was always trying to tell me how to raise my dogs. You have no dogs. And the cats that she did have would end up coming out of her apartment because she would be so drunk and she would have to find them all over the apartment complex. Or they would get outside the gate and end up coming back home when they felt like it. So, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, that day just, the alleged day that the things, like, what she said happened. I'm not going to say if it happened or not because I don't know. Anyways, she was just, okay, so first of all, she was telling us what to do with the dogs. And I was like, mind your fucking business. Like, I was just getting so sick and tired. I was like, mind your fucking business. And she was like, no, I'm not going to mind my fucking business. Yeah. I hope y'all listen to this and y'all like, what the fuck, this bitch is crazy? I told her to mind her business. Because, first of all, my dogs have nothing to do with you. I don't even remember what she was telling me to do with the dogs, to be honest. But she was telling me to do something with them. She was like, I shouldn't be doing something. I don't know what she was saying. Anyways, like I said, mind your fucking business. So she said it back. And then we started arguing. And then, I think didn't I call her a bitch first?
Something like that.
I think I called her, you fucking crazy bitch or something like that. And, we was arguing. I think we was arguing for a good 5-6 minutes. And then she was like, yeah, you're the bitch and da-da-da-da and bitch this and bitch that. And it was just like a whole lot of bitch names going around or whatever. So, then, and I'm still, mind you, I'm still standing at my apartment. Me and Jazz are still in front of our apartment. That lady is coming closer to us in our vicinity, okay? So she's coming close, and that you can almost, you allegedly can get your ass whoops on, all right? So she's walking up to us in a very threatening manner. Mind you, we're arguing. So, to be honest, if we're arguing, you should be staying as far as you were before over there and not coming closer to us. That just doesn't make any sense. Like, you trying to start something or trying to have something violent or whatever the case is that you think is going to happen. You trying to start something, okay? Because you don't know us. You don't know if we have issues. You don't know if we got anger issues. You don't know. We could have had a gun on us or anything. We don't have guns, but we could have had anything. And she just walking up on people. So, anyways, once she was calling me bitches and stuff, Jazz started getting mad. So then Jazz was like, is she only gonna be so many more bitches and this and that? And she's cussing the lady out now, right? She's cussing her out. She's going off on her ass and just, they just having words. So now the lady is stepping in Jazz's face like this. Okay? So she's stepping in Jazz's face. They're talking. Mind you, this is coronavirus. Pandemic time. So this is all very unsafe. So the lady is in Jazz's face. And the lady is doing this and that and this in her face or whatever, right? So she's got her hand in Jazz's face. She acting belligerent and she just being a real bold ass Karen, just doing the absolute most and just doing too fucking much. Way too much. Don't I got videos of her cussing at us?
Mm-hmm.
I got videos of that too, I should add. But anyways, yeah, so she was just cussing and carrying on and was arguing and then neighbors didn't come out. They didn't come out. I'm sure they was listening though. Cause we were loud. So the lady allegedly accused Jazz of mashing her face into the wall. I don't know if that happened. I don't know. She allegedly. So you know what that means. Allegedly means it could have happened, it couldn't happen, but what I'm gonna say is I don't know. Okay? So the lady accused her of doing that, right? And they're still arguing there, but Jazz turns around to go into the apartment, right? And the lady pushed Jazz. Yeah. She just pushed her while her back was towards her. So she was walking to the right, and the lady was, okay, so the lady is here, and Jazz is walking this way, right? So the lady pushes her while she's walking away. Then the lady allegedly accused me of punching the shit out of her in the face and making her fly to the floor. Allegedly. Okay, I don't know if it happened. I don't know if it did happen. I don't know what the fuck happened. She allegedly accused me of doing that. So the lady is acting belligerent still. Karen is just, doing the most. And she's like, I'm about to call the police. Me and Jazz grab our dogs and go sit in the car in the front of the parking lot. And we also call the police because you're the one who started putting your hands on us and you're allegedly accusing us of putting our hands on you. And there's no factual proof or any evidence to prove or back up what the fuck you're saying. So we call the police because this is not going to be a situation where we're in a dangerous spot because we didn't say anything and then now they believe in Karen and we the ones who get in trouble because that wasn't about to happen. So I called the police. They come. They talk to us and they say that Karen, first of all, before they start talking to us, that he spoke to another officer. We had a Chinese cop. Thank God. Because if we'd had a white cop, a John, we probably would have spent the night in jail. Dead ass. So the Chinese cop is talking to the white cop and he's like, she's a code 90. Now, if y'all don't know what a code 90 is because some of y'all are not officers or whatever the case is or not involved with law enforcement, that is someone who is intoxicated or on some type of drug, okay? So it's two sober people against somebody that's high out their fucking mind or on drinking or drunk or whatever. So who you think they're going to believe? You think they're going to believe a Karen or you think they're going to believe us? Yeah. So so they say they see no evidence on our hands. We didn't have no marks. We didn't have no cuts. We didn't have no bruises. Nothing. And neither did she. The only thing that she had was a lump on her head. And that bitch could have fell and tripped on anything and hit her motherfucking head in her apartment since she was drunk and high anyways. So that means nothing. Like, that has nothing to do with us. Because had we did something, you would have known. So like I said, all them times that she said she got hit or attacked or whatever, it allegedly happened. We told the police, she could have fell, hit her head on the damn door, tripped, fell in the apartment, hit her head on the table, anything. And it wouldn't have nothing to do with us because she was in a drunken or high stupor anyway. So that really just had nothing to do with us. So he was like, the best thing that you could do right now is probably get a hotel room because, she's belligerent and she's just acting ridiculous. And what else did he say? And it would just be best for y'all to be separated for the night. So we go to a hotel for the night. We come back home the next... How long we stay at a hotel 2 nights?
No, just one night, the first night.
We stayed at a hotel for 1 night. We came back to the apartment. This lady is very mad. She's pissed off. And the whole time that we're coming back, whatever, she's calling the police every time. Like, just wasting their time having them come and they not doing shit because nothing is happening. So... she continues to call the police or whatever. And me and Jess like, okay, we're not about to fucking deal with this. The shit is done and over with. And you allegedly accused of something. And because you were wrong about what you were accusing us of, we're not in trouble. Because she kept saying, like, y'all bitches is going to jail. And this is when the Karen came out. Y'all bitches is going to jail. And them lesbian bitches. And she was like, y'all lesbian bitches. And y'all black bitches, and just, she was really just showing her ass and just, like, really being a Karen. Like, really showing her ass. Because, again, she's white, and she probably felt like her white privilege was going to work and fucking didn't, and it fucking failed, and you're just mad. So, yeah. So anyway, she's mad as fuck. So we get another hotel room because we just didn't want the situation to escalate or go actually in the way where she could have actually gotten hit. Because again, allegedly, she accused of us hitting us or of us of hitting her. So to avoid it actually happening, we decided to go to a hotel, stay away from the situation, and just not be bothered with it. Okay, so every time we would come back, she would call the police and just, be dumb. So this stupid fucking crazy bitch, this is how I know she is high and on drugs. The 5th day that we came back, she walks up to Jazz and asks her how she's doing. Didn't she ask her how you doing?
Yeah, something like that.
How are you doing? And trying to talk to Jazz, and is this close? Trying to talk to her, trying to have a conversation. I was in the middle. I'm going to be honest. I was taking shit. I was using the bathroom. And I heard the lady outside. I jumped off. Obviously, I wiped myself. I jumped off the toilet. I went outside. And I was like, I'm calling the fucking police. Because you shouldn't be over here and you shouldn't be bothering us. Jazz, come in the house now. So Jazz ran in the house with the dog. I come in and we call the police. Because you are, first of all, you don't want to put your hands on us. And then now you're coming over like 5 days later to have a conversation and say, how are you doing? Like nothing ever happened. Does that sound like a sane person to you? A normal person. That bitch screws was not tightened at all. They were very loose and falling apart and falling out of her head. So anyways, that bitch did that. We called the police. We got a very John police officer to come. And he was just racist as hell. Telling us some, or at least she's trying to fix the situation and make up or whatever. And just get another hotel room and stuff like that. Just really not fucking helping. So he really should have stayed his ass at the police station. Because he did nothing. Besides sound like a dumbass bitch. And Jazz, I think Jazz was like, I think she was talking to him, whatever. And he basically just shutting down everything she was saying. You could just tell he was racist. So, Jazz came in the apartment and slammed the door in his face. And then, after that, the apartment manager came to the apartment. And she was like, it's nothing really we really can do. We can't move your apartment. And, even though the lady was harassing us every day and saying stuff, we really could not move your apartment. Sorry, we cannot move your apartment. Even though we had been there 2 years and the lady was only there for like 4 months. Maybe 3-4 months. Wasn't there long. We was there way longer and never had no complaints about us with no other neighbor, no issues, no nothing. So she did that. And Jess like, no, you ain't gotta worry about it. You do not have to worry about it. Because I'm just gonna leave. And I guess the lady thought we meant like a hotel. And she thought wrong. Because after that whole situation, we packed all our shit up and moved to Georgia. And started a new future. And that's what happened. That's how we almost went to jail. Because of a fucking Karen. Not minding her business. Being too involved. And being infatuated. Because if you're going to be racist, you can't be infatuated with that race that you're racist to. Or that person, or just people in general, that group of people. You cannot be infatuated with them, but then want to be all up in their lives and stuff, but be racist at the same time. That just doesn't make any fucking sense. So, yeah, that's what happened. Karen, she never got what she wanted, which was us in jail, which never happened. And she was supposed to file a restraining order. We were supposed to file one on her also, but we couldn't get access to her last name, so we couldn't make one. And she just high. She probably forgot about it, to be honest, and drunk. So anyways, yeah, that's my story to us or me almost going to jail. Jessica almost went to jail too, but she's not on my channel no more, so. I could have almost went to jail because of a Karen. And yeah, that's what happened. It was just a crazy ass story. This shit was just so absolutely freaking mind blowing. It's ridiculous. Like, I gotta start. This is gonna be my new thing. Afterthoughts at the end of my videos. My afterthoughts was, if you don't like lesbians and you don't like black people, why are you constantly trying to have a conversation and be friendly and talk to us nonstop? 2, she also tried to, didn't she try to go through our garbage? She did something with her trash. Either she tried to go through the garbage or she moved it or something, whatever. Moving it somewhere. And doing that, why are you touching people's shit? Because we had valet trash. You could stick your garbage out near your front door and they'll grab it. Why are you touching our garbage? You think she was the one who put the dog? No, that was the other lady. I gotta tell you about this other story too later. But and why are you not just worried about the sugar daddies that you have in and out of your apartment? Why are you so worried about us? Worry about them paying your rent and doing whatever you need to do to get that rent, and not worry about what we're doing in our lives, because you're not important and you're not going to be in our lives. That's what I didn't understand either. And I also didn't get, why the hell do you think we care about your Amish for not having her vagina shaved or having your tits done?
Not Amish.
Wasn't she Amish?
No.
What was she? Mormon?
Yeah, Mormon.
Her Mormon, Amish, whatever. She was saying.
It's not the same thing.
Oh, was that racist?
I don't know if it's racist.
Oh.
We might be offending people.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize if I said Amish. I think I did say Amish a couple times.
Oh my God.
I apologize to the Amish community if you felt slighted because of what I said. She was what?
She was Mormon.
Mormon. Okay, this Mormon lady, her Mormon friend, had a very hairy pussy. And she kept telling us about it. And it was just unnecessary. Like, who cares? What's between somebody's legs? I think she was saying, like, the hair was going, like, almost down her thighs. I don't want to hear that shit. Didn't she say that?
Yeah, something like that.
Ugh. Anyways, she said that. And then she was talking about how she got her tits done. And how she went on all these trips. And she was just doing different stuff. Like, I don't care. Nobody cares. And those are my afterthoughts. Again, I'm sorry to the Amish community. I thought she said Amish. But Jazz saying that she said Mormon, so yeah. She was saying that her Mormon friend, it was a lady that didn't shave her crotch or whatever. So anyways, that was my video for today, YouTube. I hope y'all enjoyed it. This is my story when I almost went to jail. And it was fucking crazy. Like, really bad. Really freaking crazy. So I appreciate y'all for watching. And I also freaking forgot. Or I think I told y'all in the beginning of the video. Oh well. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Get notified if you aren't. Also, add me on my PS4 name, AJ Max Saucy 15, which I will put in the details below the video. Follow me on Twitter at AsiaAvion20 and also at Chocolate, CHOCOLATTE 1516 is my other Twitter. And also add me on Snapchat because I've been getting on there a lot more, which is A.J101814. And I appreciate y'all for watching. And expect another video probably later. I'm going to try to make as many videos as I can with good content before I have to go back to work. So I appreciate y'all for watching. And I look forward to making another video. Bye. Oh, Curtis. Come here, baby. Yes. Come here, CJ. Curtis. No. That's right. Excuse me. That's right. And the cops are coming again right now, and I don't care. Done damage to me. They're on their way, and I don't care. I do not care. I don't care. They're coming now. She's outside now. Good. Cops are coming. Think I'm not gonna let it go. I'm not gonna fucking let it go. I'm not gonna let it go. She's out here too. I don't care. Cops are on their way again. Damage my face, hurt my. You're done. You're going to jail, both of you. The cops are they're coming again. Like I'm gonna let it go. I ain't. I'm not. See what she did to me? I'm right here. They're coming. I'm not chilling. Cops are coming right fucking now. Backing me up. So, I don't care. Yeah? Not. They're going to jail. Not sad. Both of them. Cops are coming and I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't have to be scared of them. They're coming. No, I'm not. They're being arrested. So I'll stand here.
Thank you.
fucking care. Charge me with assault. Assault and first degree murder. Assault. Yeah, it's assault. It's called assault, and they're coming. And you will be reprimanded. It's assault. It's assault. They're coming right now. Hide. Who cares? You hurt me. It's called assault.